Game isn't even over yet, and the Niners are fighting on the sideline. Jake Moody misses his third field goal of the game. This is early in the fourth quarter. A lot of game left. The 49ers were still winning at this point. And Deebo Samuel goes up to Jake Moody on the sideline and says something which really upsets Taybor Pepper. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's three specialists on the team, the kicker, the punter, and the long snapper. And so one of them stood up for Jake Moody, who doesn't look like he necessarily would stick up for himself. I mean, just saying. So Taybor Peppers, he's 6'4", he's 250. He gets up in Deebo's face, and then it says something to Deebo, clearly sticking up for his teammate, who Deebo is attacking. They're all teammates. Deebo's attacking Moody, who, didn't need that at that time. And then Deebo grabs Taybor Pepper by the throat. And that's all that the cameras picked up. Now, Jesse Naylor, Last Second Sports, make sure you subscribe and follow. Leave him, subscribe. What are the things? Niners After Dark, he was here. He said that after that, Deebo kept going back to Taybor Pepper and Jake Moody and taunting them, even though the team was trying to keep Deebo away from them. So, I don't know. Some people think Deebo was really cool for showing up his teammate with the game still on the line, the Niners still winning. I actually think Taybor Pepper did a great thing. Who was a good teammate in that moment, Deebo or Taybor? Taybor. And if Deebo Samuel had messed up and dropped passes like he normally does, and someone got in his face about it and yelled at him, and one of the wide receivers backed up Deebo Samuel, everyone would be praising that wide receiver and criticizing Fred Warner. So, to me, this is a team. I mean, what Deebo Samuel is completely emblematic of what's wrong with this team. They're not a team. It's one team. You don't get to go up to Jake Moody and be like, it's your fault. Do better. Who are you? You have 50 yards, Deebo. You've been a complete disappointment since you got paid, Deebo. You take up way more of the salary cap than Moody, Deebo. You didn't score a touchdown today. Jake Moody scored more points than you. So Deebo Samuel putting himself above Jake and dividing the team doesn't help anyone. Taybor Pepper helped the 49ers because the person who closed out the victory, Brock Purdy and Jake Moody. Jake Moody, after missing 3 field goals, probably wanted to eat his liver on the field, somehow finds the focus and the confidence to make the final field goal, which was a long one. And I wonder if no one on the team had stood up for him while Deebo Samuel embarrassed him on television, would he have been able to make that last kick? We'll never know. But you know what? It's possible. The answer is no. The last thing a player needs when they're being really critical of themselves is some other player to get on them in front of everyone. That doesn't help. So Deebo Samuel, not impressed. Taybor Pepper, good for you. But what I want to go with this is like, this team isn't tight-knit. It's not really a team. The offense is beefing with the special teams. That's a direct reflection of the head coach. Like, after the game, someone asked Kyle Shanahan, hey, what'd you think of that fight on your sideline? He's like, I didn't see it. Someone just described it to me. You didn't see it? It's your team. I covered this team when Jim Harbaugh was the coach. If there were a fight on his sideline, he would have been in the middle of it. He would have been in the middle of it. That's why he wears cleats on the sidelines, because he wants to scrap. He wants to be in the middle of the action. If there's something that needs to be broken up, he's going to be the one to do it because he's confrontational and he's a leader. Kyle Shanahan is neither. He didn't know. Yes, you did. You just didn't want to handle it. You let Taybor Pepper handle it. And frankly, Taybor Pepper saved Jake Moody's game. Saved Jake Moody's confidence. That's the head coach's job. Kyle gets paid at least $10 million a year. Taybor Pepper gets paid in food stamps. It's not Taybor Pepper's job. His job is to snap the ball through his legs about 10 yards. 8. He's good at it. But now he's the emotional support center of the team, not Kyle. That's on Kyle. You got to have more than just your play sheet, man. Where is the emotional component of your coaching? And that was only one of the bad parts of Kyle's coaching. But to me, this fight is so emblematic of the 2024 49ers. even when they win, they overshadow themselves. They can't help but show how dysfunctional they are. And so even when they win, it's like, yeah, well, I mean, it's not like they're playing up to their standard. It's not like they're seem to be enjoying each other's presence. It's not like Christian McCaffrey helped anything. Vinyl Work says Deebo needs to go. I hope he gets traded next season. Deebo needs to catch the ball and learn how to run routes before he calls anyone out. Fair.